I'm going to take this home. Somebody tore the lining off of it and fix it up a little and make me a trellis out of this. So we're just looking around and see what people threw out, see if we can use it. And they use all this hillside for target practice. There's that door frame.
Water.
They're not wanting too much water. They just want to sniff around.
Yeah.
That little mama cow's watching. Good place to stop. Let them have some water before we go on. Belle gets to hunt around. Look, she's sniffing everything. Julie got her some water. Just want to show you the minerals that's in this water. It's built up. That's why we don't drink our water, even though we got well water. There's a lot of minerals in it. Ours isn't that bad though. Ours is a lot better. But the animals drink the water. You can see all that white stuff. It's minerals. It's more back here than our way though. Bill's gonna tell you.
Well, different areas in this part of the country have different qualities of water. This is real bad here, and a lot of it, it's probably running over a place where it's highly mineralized in the foothills or in the mountains, and it brings the minerals down with it. But there is some in the aquifers below here. On ours, we have an RO system on our water in under the kitchen sink, and it's called reverse osmosis, and that's what a lot of people use in this part of the country. Some use a thing called I think ultraviolet or infrared. I think it's ultraviolet. It's a new system, newer than that they use, but most people use the RO. And it takes everything out of it. It makes it fit to drink. It tastes good. And we use that. That's what for our drinking water. We have bought bottled water, but there is places in New Mexico where the water is just as pure as
Yeah.
thousands of years ago. They're just different pockets of good and bad. The animals get used to it. They seem to adapt to it. But that's what this is a lot of it's alkali. And there's probably a little bit of iron and a lot of gypsum. A lot of gypsum out in the basin. It's just something you deal with. Every area's got its setbacks. There ain't no hurricanes down here. There is tornadoes once in a while,
Well,
but not really that bad.
no.
In this farther east, on the other side of those mountains, they have tornadoes. But around here, there's not so much. It's too dry.
Look how pretty that is down that way.
Yeah.
We hiked all these hills.
We ride this once in a while just to. It's usually a lot more water. We're just in such a big drought right now. The whole state is. But we ride this frequently with the horses because some of the places we go, there's a lot of water crossings. And they get to shine at water if they're not used to water. They normally don't want to. Most horses don't want to walk in the water. Some will lay down in the water. We've got one that'll lay down in the water. She'll look like a mud hog sometimes.
Well, this is a good place to practice walking in water.
Yeah, and keeping them sure-footed because this is on the rocks. You got to have some good shoes on them. One of the places in the western part of the state, there's a stretch of a canyon about a little over 40 miles long, and there's over 100 crossings through the water, and there's a lot more water than this. It's several feet wide and a few feet deep, and deeper in some places, but you're just back and forth across the water in that. But the horses, our horses are not around water a lot, so we bring them over here occasionally, especially when the water's flowing a lot better to keep, and the donkeys too.
Yeah.
Donkeys think there's alligators in there.
They do. Well, we're going to go up a little higher and take a look. Take the dogs out.